Thank you.
Good evening. Wow, that's loud. Thanks for being here tonight. Welcome to Show of Hands. Wanted to just share with you a little information before we got started. And this is the impact of Show of Hands to date. So we've given out a total funds of $154,077 in 11 years. There's been 34 local businesses that have been funded and 132 entrepreneurs supported. So thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. As customary, this wouldn't go on without our friends of Show of Hands and our main sponsor. So I'd like to again thank Oric for all they do for Wheeling and all they do for us here at Wheeling Heritage and for Show of Hands. It wouldn't be possible without Oric. So please thank Oric with me. Likewise, our friends of Show of Hands, Dave and Beth Weaver at Wheeling Volkswagen Subaru, Dr. and Mrs. Dan Joseph with Joseph Orthodontics, Brian Joseph at Touchstone Research Laboratory, Buzz and Barb LaRue, Rabbi Joshua Leaf and Rebecca Leaf, Will and Tracy Torini, FXB, Steve and Jackie Johnston, Thrive, Wheeling and Play and Stay Pet Camp, Jake and Maria Blatt, Jeff and Ronna Renee Jackson, EQT, and our anonymous sponsors. Please give them a round of applause for making this happen. I also wanted to say a special word of thanks as well to the Chamber of Commerce here in Wheeling, and thank them. Each finalist will be receiving a one-year membership to the Chamber of Commerce, courtesy of the Wheeling Chamber. So please thank the Wheeling Chamber with me. So dare I say, this is our last Show of Hands for our fiscal year, so it will go into a new fiscal year in October at Wheeling Heritage. And so this is what we consider the last one of our year. And then we move into the winter month, the fall and winter months, and enjoy that. And I wanted to note on your screen here, and don't try to read it, you'll strain your eyes, but all of those listed there are the Snowflake sponsors that can be found on our website, on our social media channel. We've been thanking them at the 10th Street billboard as well. I don't know what we'll do. It's going to be so beautiful here at Christmas. The snowflakes are actually on their way in 2 pallets, so we're excited to receive those very soon, and soon they'll be hanging up on the street. So we're working on minor things like electric and things like that to make sure everything goes. But the Snowflake sponsors are going to make such a festive celebration to bring back people to Wheeling, to experience downtown Wheeling during the Festival of Lights season in the City of Lights. So please thank those Snowflake sponsors that made this possible. I'd like to introduce to you our Director of Programming, Riley Carpenter, who will take you through the rest of the evening. Thanks again for being here.
Hello, everyone. It's so great to see you. I'm glad the rain kind of stopped so that we didn't have muddy feet or wet feet coming up the stairs. We're really grateful that you're all here tonight to support these amazing small businesses here in Wheeling. So let's give a hand for small business. Woohoo! Woohoo! Love the energy. Before we get started, I think that there are a fair amount of new faces tonight. So if you don't mind, if this is your first time coming to Show of Hands, can you raise up your hand for me? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, look around. That's a lot of people. Woohoo! Thanks for coming. And we've got a large number of youth here tonight as well. So all of my younger listeners, thanks for coming to support. I guess some of you probably need to know how this is going to work tonight. If it's your first time and maybe you did not have a chance to read the website or any of the social media, you need to know the rules. So we have 4 amazing presenters. They'll each have 4 minutes to come up and share about their project and about their business. And at 3 minutes, 30 seconds into their presentation, you'll hear a tiny little bell from Michael. And then at 4-minute mark, you'll hear 3 little bells, which means their presentation is concluded. After that, we'll have a few minutes for Q&A. So as they're speaking, please come up with any questions you may have for them about their business. about themselves, and we'll be sure to try to get a mic over to you. We have 2 helpers with mics tonight. We have Robert Strong from the Smart Center and Dean Connors. Where are you, Dean? He's a member of our board. Awesome. Thank you so much for helping out. Okay, well, we're going to get ready to kick things off. So first of all, once again, just thank you so much for being here. I think the amazing thing about these 4 businesses tonight is that they are all so different. If you've been coming to Show of Hands for a while, you know, sometimes we get 3 restaurant owners or 4, of the same kind of business, but they are all so unique, no pun intended for our first speaker. And so we're just gonna get things kicking off right away. Miss Wendy Barbeau is the owner of Unique Miniatures, and you're gonna get to check out her video, and then she'll come up to share with you. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, I'm Wendy Barbeau. I'm the owner of Unique Miniatures. Unique Miniatures has been making resin cast products for dollhouses and other miniature applications for more than 50 years. We make all kinds of really cool architectural details and building supplies. We make appliques, we make fireplaces, we make frames, we make all of those little intricate things that make a person's dollhouse unique. We have expanded beyond the original customer base, so we now sell online direct to consumers. Last year we sold in more than 20 countries around the world. We've also expanded upon the products. Now we do really a lot of custom work. One of our biggest customers was the White House Historical Association last year. We made replica, custom-sized fireplaces, frame mirrors, and picture frames, replicating items from the White House. Wheeling's my hometown. I've lived here for most of my life. I've raised my kids here, and I'm very committed to this community. It's also already a destination for all kinds of wonderful things. We have cultural activities, we have outdoor space, we have unique shopping experiences, and I believe that our unique retail experience will add to that as a destination, and I believe that those things help support traffic to our business.
Hi, everyone. I'm Wendy Barbeau, and I am so grateful and excited to be here. Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Wheeling Heritage and Show of Hands sponsors, for making this event possible and for presenting our stories so well in video. In fact, they've done such a fabulous job of portraying who we are and what Unique Miniatures does that I'm going to focus largely on telling you how we're going to grow, how your vote tonight supports that, and how that vote will benefit Wheeling and, I hope, you. So I'm the 4th owner of Unique Miniatures. In 2021, I bought the business. I'll share the why later. My sister and I drove to Arkansas, she drove, with a U-Haul truck and brought back the hundreds of silicone molds that are the backbone of a resin casting business. And then I taught myself to pour resin. In this and other ways, Unique Miniatures looks a lot like it did 50 years ago. We still make many of the products that the founder made, and we are still one of the very few businesses making resin cast architectural and building supplies in miniature. In other ways, we've already grown tremendously in the past 4 years. We've changed the formulation of the resin we use, we've rebranded, we've repackaged. We sell on 3 online platforms. We've expanded our product line. We've sold at the world's largest miniature show in Chicago, and requests for custom work have exploded. So, I'm here to pitch to you for your support our proposed expansion into brick and mortar retail sales here in Wheeling. And I think we are a good bet. We are a company that's small but tenacious. We've got 50 years of reputation and customers behind us. If the miniature industry sounds niche to you, I'd agree, and I'd argue that that's exactly what would make us a destination for doll and dollhouse enthusiasts, miniature railroaders, and crafters of all kinds. The only other physical miniature shop within hours is east of Pittsburgh, and yet it's an industry that's picking up steam, especially since COVID. Our existing customer base is predominantly adult men and women who are hobbyists, although miniature stores, of course, for kids, as well as the young at heart. The Itty Bitty Bungalow will be a full-scale miniature shop, selling our own products, as well as dolls, dollhouses, landscape items, furniture, food, you name it. We won't just sell tiny things, though. A key element of my vision for this business is to foster creativity in others and play. That's how this could be good for you. Come to a workshop and make your own holiday room box. Shop our selection of clays and paper. Learn how to upholster American doll-size furniture. Create your own resin cast picture frame or resin jewelry. If we win this evening, we'll use the funding to launch this retail shop as soon as possible. We'll purchase point-of-sale hardware, display racks, furniture, resin, and silicone molds to build our product inventory, and miniatures and craft materials for resale. We intend to launch the sale of our White House products in a standard 1:12 scale internationally from this shop in Wheeling first, which is how we'll use that resin and silicone. And whenever possible, I will source items for resale locally from makers in the Valley and West Virginia, carpenters, painters, fabric artists who work in miniature. This means you. The shop will be good for Wheeling in this regard, as well as in the new sales tax it'll generate. Back to my why, the real reason for buying this business in the first place. To offer hope and change through meaningful employment. So I'm a clinical social worker and therapist in practice here in Wheeling. But prior to that, I spent over a decade directing programs for folks experiencing homelessness in the greater Pittsburgh area. I am passionate about supporting individuals, especially women, in recovery or who have other barriers to employment as they move towards self-sufficiency. And I commit to providing a way to work or a way back to work in collaboration with other organizations or on our own. I hope you'll agree that'd be good for Wheeling. Thank you.
All right, so we are ready for a few questions. Mary, I see Mary is like, woohoo, I'm over here. All right, so let's hear from Mary.
Fairy gardens seem to be popular. Will you be doing anything in that genre, the fairy gardens?
Yes, we already have items that are suited for fairy gardens. We have all kinds of landscape items. We have benches. We have little characters. We already have items that have a lot of whimsy. I would encourage everyone to find us on Etsy or our own website or on eBay. Yeah, thank you.
All right, do we have another question for Wendy, please? Over here, Amanda, maybe? Is that Amanda? Yeah.
Hi, sorry if I missed it during your presentation. Did you say where your brick and mortar shop will be located?
I did not say that, but I'm glad you asked. Right now, we are located 1128 National Road, right on Wheeling's Historic National Road, across from Lou Now, next to Dr. Joseph. And out of that area in which we currently do production, people often say, oh, that's the old Amish food store, right? Out of that area, we will sell retail in the first couple of rooms. Good question, and thank you.
Okay, and maybe one more. This half of the room, are you awake over there? Anybody have a question over here? No, not yet. Okay, we'll come back to you. How about over here? Any other questions for Wendy that we want to ask? Not at this time? Okay, you must have hit the nail on the head, or in the box, or whatever. Thank you so much. A round of applause for Wendy. Yeah, that's yours. I think I forgot to say when we first kind of kicked things off that you will do your voting after everybody does their presentation. I left that out. So after everyone does theirs, then we'll let you come drop your vote in here and all that good stuff. So just hold on to them tight and don't lose them. Okay, next up, we're going to have Miss Carly Wilson. She is with LC Learning Services, and she has an amazing story to tell you as well. So Carly, if you want to make your way up, we'll show your video, and then you can chat.
My name is Carly Wilson, and I'm the founder of LC Learning Services. So I've been teaching for 10 years, and at the end of my first year, I quickly realized that oftentimes when children are struggling, it's not because they aren't capable of learning. It's because they aren't being taught in a way that works best for their brains. At LC Learning Services, I provide personalized research-based instruction, and what that means is that I'm meeting the child exactly where they are. So I'm not picking up a scripted curriculum and turning to Unit 3, Page 1. So I am designing these lessons directly for the child that is in front of me in that moment. I want them to come here and feel confident. I want them to feel capable. I want them to feel safe. And I want to get rid of that stigma of, oh, I need extra help, to how cool is it that my brain works this way? Every child deserves the opportunity to learn in a way that works best for their brain. And if I can help bridge that gap and be in support of the teachers and the parents, that's what I want to do in this community.
Hi, everyone. So I am Carly, and I am a reading specialist and an Orton-Gillingham practitioner. And you might be asking yourself, what does that mean? So OG does not stand for Original Gangster. It means that I have put in the work to become certified through the Academy of Orton-Gillingham, which is the gold standard of teaching struggling readers and students with dyslexia. So I started LC Learning a little over a year ago as an Instagram page, and I was just sharing tips and tricks with parents and teachers. And after spending countless evenings tutoring, I realized that there is such a literacy crisis in our community, and our children desperately need this intervention. I'm so passionate about this work because I have seen the way that it can transform a child's life. So I knew I had to take a leap. So I left my full-time teaching position and I took LC Learning Services beyond Instagram in May, and by June my schedule was full. So I needed a space. I had a conversation with my good friend Dawn McCombs, who has allowed me to hold sessions at the Flying Spoon, and it has been wonderful, but now I needed to be more conducive for learning. So if awarded this funding, I would create a space that is truly student-centered and really speaks to their learning, and that starts with the space. So I know furniture might sound silly, but it means everything to the kids. So I'm thinking dry erase tables that are tools for collaboration, a place where ideas can flow, they are free to make mistakes quickly and erase them and be corrected, flexible seating that gives them the freedom to move their bodies and keep their minds engaged. So from my youngest 5-year-old learners all the way up to the 16-year-olds that I have, I want a space that truly meets them where they are. In addition, I would also like funding for a professional website. And I'm thinking of this as more of like an online interactive portal or a hub for families, a place where they have the resources at their fingertips, where they can learn more about the services I offer and decide if it is a good fit for their child. And most importantly, I want a space where donations could be made when finances get in the way of this intervention. And right now, a lot of this happens through social media and word of mouth, but I think a central location where people could come and get a clear vision of what it is I do would help them make an informed decision that this is the right fit for their child. And as we all know, learning can be taxing, especially when children are struggling, and that's why I also feel that it's super important to balance academics with opportunities to ignite those passions and connect children to the real world. And gardening and sustainability are two things that I love and have sprinkled into LC Learning, so I host a once-monthly cooking class called Tiny Tastemakers, and it's where the kids and I get together and we cook a homemade meal from scratch, and we talk about the ingredients. But I feel like with raised garden beds, they would be more involved in the growing and the harvesting of the food, and that would really support that mission. But honestly, at the end of the day, this work is about the children in this community, and I want to build strong partnerships with the families, with the teachers that are supporting them, and with the schools they attend. And the parents and the teachers are the true heroes here, and I'm just the Obi-Wan Kenobi. But when we work collectively as a group and as a team, that's when we give the children what they need to thrive. And that is my mission for these children in Wheeling. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, she is like an open book. She's ready for questions. Woohoo! Okay, we've got hands. We probably won't get to all of you, but thank you for being ready.
Hi.
Hi.
So after this,
Was that me? Toot toot.
hello.
All aboard the
Is it
learning.
working
Yeah,
still?
all aboard the learning train. Okay, just kidding.
Is it still working? Okay.
Okay, hi.
So
That would happen to
after
me.
this,
Yeah.
you're probably going to be bombarded with people wanting to use your services. So what are your plans over the next year for growing LC learning?
So I am looking into supplemental programming and kind of hosting Saturday series. And I'm also passionate about parent education and dyslexia and having teacher training. You know, the more people that we can get on board with this type of instruction, the more kids and lives that we can touch. And I'm also very passionate about growing a stronger math intervention. So math doesn't have kind of that gold standard, you know, Orton Gillingham for reading. Like math doesn't have that. But I'm passionate about getting stronger math intervention so that we can grow that as well.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for providing such a necessary and impactful service to the children. As we know, the youth is what we need. It's going to be taking care of us, so I appreciate that. But I want to know, what strategy do you find most effective? Because in your learning, I saw some sensory things you were doing. So what do you find most effective that'll help students stay motivated and confident to help them learn?
So relationships first, always. I'm very big on building that relationship and creating a space where they feel safe and they know that they're loved and truly cared about. So that comes first. And then the science of the way the brain learns to read is what you saw in those sensory trays. So making sure that it's multisensory and I'm activating all those senses, the visual, the auditory, the kinesthetic, so that they're seeing it, they're hearing it, they're building it, and they're making those connections that are gonna stick in their long-term memory.
Got one more question we probably could do.
Right there.
Robert's already got it over there.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, good evening. My question is in regards to your current location. So you said you're in Flying Spoon.
Yeah.
And what you're asking for are tangible items basically to build out a space.
Yes.
So do you have a prospective location that you are ready to move into? Or is there something that you have your sights on?
That's
or
a
is
great
this kinda
question.
as
I
you
do.
go?
I have something that is living so deep in my heart in terms of a space that I'm not ready to share publicly. However, the space that I'm currently in can hold one more tutor. So I am working to build that space for me and someone else. And then if I get big enough, I could take that with me wherever I move going forward.
Great questions. Let's thank Carly so much. Alrighty, we're halfway through. 2 more to go. Next up, we're gonna have Melody. Where are you? She's over here. You might have seen her here at Show of Hands before because she also plays the guitar and she sings and she's in a band and she's awesome. So anyway, Melody's gonna come up and share a little bit about what she is doing and what she wants to do. So check out her video and then she'll come to the stage.
My name is Melody Petras, and I'm the owner of Mel's Alt Images. So I specialize in analog photography. I do film and VHS video, but mostly I specialize in old-fashioned tintype photography. They're one of the first forms of photography, yet they're so incredibly detailed. And there's nothing else like it. Basically, what I do with the tintype is I pour a plate with collodion, I stick it in a silver bath tank, and then the image that gets taken on that stays on that piece of tin. And then that will last for generations after I varnish it. I also scan those pictures so you get a digital copy, but digital, whatever. There's nothing like the actual tintype itself. It's very beautiful and uncomparable to digital. It's helpful to have a physical location, it certainly helps, but it's more than just this. I go to people's houses, I go to festivals, I can take this anywhere. I was thinking about having this in Pittsburgh, actually, because I lived there for a couple years, but I just wanted to move back. This is my home. I love the people, the community, the businesses that are coming up. All the artists are fantastic, and I'm honored to be able to show it off to the world through my photography.
3, 2, 1.
Wow, this is crazy. Hi. So honored to be here. My band's here too. Stone Campus, got to shout them out. All right. While there's plenty to learn and understand about the field of photography, the path to a decent picture is a simple automatic click away. Long gone are the days where the average Joe needs to worry about things like ISO, f-stop, and shutter speed. And the building blocks to a camera are certainly expendable with the development of AI image generators. On one hand, these automated processes are truly spectacular and useful in our fast-paced world. They are our prerogative for better or worse, but on the other hand, what this evolution has also given us is the bittersweet privilege of losing the excitement and passion we used to have for the art and the craft of photography. Without analog photography, I wouldn't have some of my fondest childhood memories, like eagerly going through pamphlets of 4x6 pictures with my family after a trip to Disney World, or sitting down at home with the family watching VHS home videos. The raw grain and static of film provided a pathway for me to connect with my family. Naturally, I grew eager to learn more about the science of it all, which led me down a rabbit hole about a previously forgotten form of photography called tintypes. Tintypes are a form of wet plate photography that was popular in the late 1800s. Many tintypes are still, you can find them today. They last for generations. The photo shoot experience is truly special because it slows down the picture-taking process and creates something unlike anything a digital filter can make today. It's raw, it's real, and it's beautiful. My clients leave a photo shoot with a memento that they can cherish and pass down as a family heirloom. All I truly want to do is help provide Wheeling with the choice to slow down a little bit and connect with the world around them and their loved ones and themselves. This is why I'm here, asking for your help, for your vote. Firstly, I'd like to offer a central place for film enthusiasts. I want to partly turn my tintype studio into a store that sells film cameras and film rolls. This alone costs over $1,000. I also currently offer film development, but I'm looking to upgrade my equipment for faster, more efficient production. This is another several $100s. On the tintype side of things, I need to upgrade my lighting so I can produce better, higher quality tintypes for my clients. Thank you so much for your consideration and your time, and good luck to all the other presenters here today.
Questions for Melody about what she is up to?
I have a question on.
Where are we?
Where are you? I'm right here.
Oh my gosh, wow. I was like totally in another world for a second.
Do you happen to change VHS tapes over to more current?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah,
Okay.
I do video archiving. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish I would have known that before I spent so much money at Legacy Box. Okay, another question. I think we have one here. Yep, Dean, got it.
We had talked earlier, but I wanted to know more about the landscape work that you do in addition to portraiture.
Yeah, I don't just do portraits. I love the art of it. I love nature. So I'll go out and take all my equipment. I went out to Raven Rocks and I took a really cool shot from there in the gorge. I actually have it over there. You can check it out. Yeah.
Okay, maybe one more. This side of the room woke up, so now we're back to you guys. Ping pong, ding 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 ding. Anything for Mel about what she's doing with her film stuff, how's her services, where you can find her? You guys are tuned in. We're good? Anything? Oh, wait. Yes, we see one more. Okay, fantastic.
When does Stone Campus have their next show?
Woo! Yeah, Stone Campus is playing this Saturday at Outdated Threads. At what time is it? 6? 7? Dylan. Yeah, it's our EP release show. We're very excited.
Well, Jasmine's got. Okay, we'll come to. Is it about Stone Campus or is it about? Okay, all right. We'll do one more only because that wasn't a question about the business. Is that okay? Can you shout from there? Maybe we can repeat.
Thank you. Yeah.
Where's the location? That's the question.
I do have a physical studio location. You can come get portraits done right next to Karen's Pub on Chaplin Street. So come check me out. That's where my store will be too.
Awesome. All right, let's give a round up for Melody. Thank you. All right, and we are down to our final presenter of the evening. Mr. Danny Schultz is here tonight from D23 Digital Creatives. So come on up, Danny. We'll show your video.
Hello, my name is Danny Schultz, and I am the proud owner of D23 Digital Creatives, and I do websites, logos, and marketing for small businesses here in Wheeling. So there's a lot of small businesses here in the area that don't really have a strong digital presence when it comes to their websites and social media and things like that. So when possible customers Google the restaurant or where to eat, nothing really shows up. So what I do is maximize their presence. So I will make their website look pretty, and on top of that, really expand their reach so that way they can get more customers. I completely adjust my pricing model to the Wheeling area. I noticed a lot of Wheeling businesses when I would go in, and websites are not cheap to make, and a lot of businesses were saying that that's awesome, but they couldn't afford it. So I've completely changed my pricing model to where I offer a monthly service. So it's no deposit down, so that way I can really help every business regardless of their budget. I grew up in Wheeling. My sister grew up in Wheeling, my family, and I even went to college here, so I never left Wheeling. And there's so many small businesses here in the area that are hidden gems that just need a little help and just need a little bump up. And that's why I wanted to base my services here in Wheeling, because I've seen the evolution of Wheeling, especially when it comes to downtown and how great the city's becoming. And I want to be able to elevate all of the surrounding small businesses to make Wheeling the best that it can be.
So hello everyone, my name is Danny Schultz and I own D23 Digital Creatives. So before I start, I kind of just wanted to share a story that happened to me a few weeks ago. So a few weeks ago, I was checking my email and I noticed that I got a message from someone. And this man is 70 years old and he lives out in Mozart. And he's starting a business where he is hand making knives from scratch. And he invited me out to his workshop to see his operations. And when I walked in there, the knives that this man makes is unbelievable. And he was explaining to me why he wanted to start his business. He wants to leave a legacy for his family. And He doesn't know how to do all that digital stuff. I could tell that he was overwhelmed, and he gifted me one of the knives that he has made, and he said, I'll never forget it. He said, I don't want to deal with all the digital stuff. I just want to get back to doing what I love, and that is making knives. Getting back to doing what you love. That is the real goal, isn't it? And once he told me that, it was such a little small story, but to me, it left me with chills, because I was like, here's this man who has everything that you would think he would need to start a business, decades of experience and hours of sharpening knives, but he had no digital presence, no social media, and no website reach, no way to share his story with the Wheeling community and across the country for that matter. So that is why I started D23 Digital Creatives, to help small businesses just like him. So, my name is Danny Schultz, and I was born and raised right here in Wheeling, West Virginia. And this place to me is more than just a place, it's home. You are my people, and this is why I started here in my hometown. So pretty much what I do is, in the short version, I do everything digital related. I'm a one-man show of building websites, doing graphic design, social media management, designing logos. I do it all, and I wear a lot of hats. And what I really like to do is work with small businesses here in Wheeling, whether that is a salon in Elm Grove, a pizza shop in downtown, or a local photographer that's just trying to make it doing what they love to do. So here's the big problem. A lot of small businesses can't afford a $2,000 website up front, and without that digital presence, they're losing potential customers that could double or triple their business. So I got to the drawing board, and I was trying to think of a way that I could help small businesses yet fund the website. So I do a zero deposit down, $175 a month. You get everything from the Google stuff to making it look pretty. I like working with my clients long term because they're not just a number to me. They are real people with real stories, and they should have a spotlight in Wheeling as well. So, if I am so fortunate enough to win this grand prize tonight, what would that look like? I am in a unique position because an investment in D23 Digital isn't an investment in the guy who knows how to do the digital stuff. It's an investment in Wheeling small businesses and local creators trying to make a living doing what they love. The first thing I would need is a new computer. I work with a lot of small businesses this past year, Greco's, Amici Salon and Spa, last week, Fabio's. So when I was presenting Fabio's their website plan, I had to do it in like 30 seconds because my laptop wasn't charged and it doesn't hold a charge. So I had to quickly show her what I was going to do. Being a digital creator, the Adobe Suite is a very expensive monthly subscription, but with that, I would be able to have the highest quality of things and also having professional studio lighting along with a professional camera, so I can make my photography shoots the best that they can be. So this man didn't just gift me some knife. He gifted me a story. He gifted me what he wants to do within the Wheeling community. And there's so many other local people like him. There's so many hidden gems in downtown and all over the city, and I want to be the one that can help them and to show them what makes them great. So.
All right. If you have a question for Danny, go ahead and raise your hand up. We've got one over here. Dean's coming to you.
Oh, I hold it. Hi, Danny.
Hello.
I guess my question is in two parts. You mentioned something about a monthly service fee or something. I guess my question would be, do you charge anything for a consultation if someone calls you and says, could we have a discussion about this? I'm trying to start a business and I don't know where to go from here. And is there a baseline for your monthly services? Like, yeah. Is there, and then you, depending on what people might add on, it might go up from there.
Yeah. So yeah, I offer everything free consultations just so we can kind of get to know the project and things like that. So I started $175 for the month for the website, and that is like my base website package. I do have other packages like the social media management and digital marketing and things like that. The only way it kind of keeps getting added on is depending on how complex the website is. Like if I'm building a website for a restaurant and they want online ordering integrations, all that jazz, I need a little bit more because it doesn't, just to buy the software for that website's very expensive. So for just a normal basic small business website, that's usually what I do. And with that, I do all of you never worry about your website. So like I do the SEO stuff, which is like the Google stuff. And like I'm 24/7 admin access. So if there's something you want changed, hey Danny, I want this changed, I do all of that too. So yeah.
All right, somebody else have a question for Danny? Like, cut him up on you. Right here in the front. Robert's coming to you, sir.
Hi.
Hello.
So how are you ensuring kind of the backup and recovery of sites in the event something's lost? Are you in Azure Cloud, Google Cloud? How's that working?
Yeah, so I do have multiple systems of how I do it. I have an external hard drive that I keep all my clients' websites as the physical copy. I like having the physical just in case. But yes, I completely back up everything. I have a very large Google Drive cloud that kind of backs up everything. And when I integrate people's websites, I have certain plugins that I install that constantly run security checks and constantly backs up the website. So it can re-back it up. And through that plugin is also through their company as well. So I'm able to like log in, make an account, and store it on there as well. So there's 3 areas. It's never going to get lost if something catastrophic may happen to it. So yeah.
Over here to your left.
Over there.
Danny, is D23 your full-time job?
No, it is not my full-time job. So I am a full-time marketing manager for a painting association. I work remotely, 9 to 5, and then after 5, I start D23 Digital from 5 until I go to sleep. So I one day would love to make this a full-time income. It's just getting the enough clientele to where I could feel comfortable to leave my full-time job. But that's the dream. That's hopefully one day. But yes. So.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Danny. Round of applause for Danny. Woohoo! Wow. Well, we've heard from each of our speakers tonight, and I hope you guys, first of all, I always say, people, they say, I don't know if I want to apply for show of hands. And it's like just getting up here alone and letting a room full of people hear about your business is just an amazing thing that we offer for our community. Not we, Wheeling Heritage, you, all of us. It's a group thing. I do have to really quickly say hi to my daughter. She's 3 years old. She's watching the live stream at home in bed. So hi, Everett. My mom texted me and was like, are you going to say hi to Everett? Anyway, hi, babe. So we're going to get ready to vote. Everybody has their ballot. If for some reason you did not give your $5 in exchange for a ballot, last call, you can grab one. We'll open up this box. You can clearly mark one person. Please don't make it confusing for us when we're counting. And yeah, we're going to see in a little bit and we'll announce our winner. So enjoy the music with Ananga. She's amazing. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Oh, a question. Oh, she already answered. I already answered it. Okay, great. She'll tell you. All right, cool. Thanks. Hang out for a little bit. We'll see you in a little bit. Another round of applause for our amazing musician this evening, Ananga. All right, thanks for holding tight. We had to do lots of math. It's always lots of math. Maybe we need some math intervention. I don't know. Want to say thank you again to everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you for everyone who caught us on our live stream. We actually had the most amount of viewers and votes online that we've had ever. So that's incredible too. So woohoo! Another quick plug, just thanking the Wheeling Chamber. All of our 4 finalists will get a year membership to being a part of the Chamber. And I'll link up with you guys via email after the event. Let's do one more round of applause for each one of them. So for Carly, Melody, Wendy, and Danny. They all end with the same sound at the end of their names. Okay, well, we won't keep you too much longer. Yes. Oh, what do you have? Oh, you didn't get a chance to do community announcements. Oh, geesh. Okay. Well, hey, let's. Oh, what are we gonna do? Everyone's like, we have to do it. I'm so sorry. We have to. People paid money to come and talk real quick. So they're only 1 minute each. So we have 3 minutes. You have to wait 3 more minutes. Okay, let's do it. All right, here we go. Community announcements.
Sorry, folks, we were enjoying the music. We got a little carried
Hi,
away
folks.
here.
We would like to hear from the public market
All right.
first. Come on up.
Hello. The last time I was up here, I actually spoke about a community garden in Warwood, a lovely community garden. But this time, I'm going to speak about the public market because that's actually who I work for, the community garden I volunteer for. We're going to actually do a community give back day, Harvest Festival, on October 25th. And we want to shut down the street, invite our local farmers, our artisans, our community, our outreach people, and just have everyone come hang out and get to know who serves us, nourishes us with food, and our artists and people that create this town to make it so wonderful. So we're going to shut down the street, have the first one here at Public Market. It was a previous one that we did over the years with Grow Ohio Valley, and now we just want to give back to our community and say thank you. So come join us, October 25th. Hang out. Thank you.
Just want to say that was in 50 seconds.
Very nice.
Wheeling Symphony Auxiliary. Come talk to us about membership.
Hi there, I'm Stephanie McCall. I am the VP of Membership at the Wheeling Symphony Auxiliary. Thank you so very much for having us up here tonight. I do have this wonderful poster board with a QR code so you can have lots of information about our auxiliary. We want to plug our social meetup. It's just a fun sort of get together at the NB Cafe next Tuesday, September 30th from 5 to 7. They know we're coming, and we're very excited to just meet anybody or to just let you know what we do, so that we can just get everybody together and celebrate the symphony and being a part of this wonderful community. I will also plug the next orchestra concert is also October 25th. It's going to be a big day here in the city, so please feel free to get on the website and grab those tickets for the symphony concert on the 25th. Thank you so much. Bye.
Wow, that was only 55 seconds.
Okay, and we'll be even quicker. We have a special event. First of all, the Moon River Star Watch is tomorrow night at the waterfront from 8 to 10. Every fourth Saturday of the month we do that. But then we're doing an additional Star Watch / Moon Watch this fall, October 4th. And that is International Observe the Moon Night. So you're all...
And International Astronomy Day.
So you're all invited to come. Also, come see us at our spot next door. Our second floor Science Center will be ready soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you. That was super fast. Okay, now you guys want to know who won show of hands tonight. All right, so let's do it. We already said yay to everybody. Is everybody kind of around? We make sure all our finalists are in here, so if we say your name, you're ready. Okay, so tonight we had lots of votes, and our winner is, drum roll, LC Learning Services. Come on down. Come on down. All right, yay. So yes, you can say you can do whatever you want. You got a minute there. You get 1 minute. No, I'm just kidding.
I get 1 minute. I didn't prepare for this part. I just want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for coming and supporting me. This mission lives so deep in my heart. And the children that I have seen, this changed their lives, is everything to me. And I can assure you that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So thank you for everybody for coming and supporting such a great event in Wheeling. Like, cheers to our city for doing this twice a year and supporting all these small businesses. If I wasn't in Wheeling, I don't know that this would have been possible. So thank you so much for believing in me and this mission. Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you back here January 21st, 6 p.m. Save the dates. Show of hands, season 12. Have a good night. Be safe.